Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, I'm Taylor and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I am going to be creating 4 totally different looks using this new e.l.f. palette. This is the Cookies and Dreams palette by e.l.f. If you guys didn't know, they had a whole collection come out of this Cookies and Dreams. I have a series of 4 looks using the e.l.f. bite-size eyeshadow palettes, and those seem to do really well, so I wanted to go ahead and do that same video with this new Cookies and Creams palette. But I'm also going to be doing something a little bit different and giving you guys kind of my review on this palette. And let me tell you, some of these eyeshadows do not do eyeshadow things. So I don't really want to spoil the video. You guys just have to stay tuned and watch the video to find out kind of what happened to me. I had a whole situation during the video. If you're new, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. I would love to have you. Also, make sure you have your post notifications turned on so you don't miss an upload. And let's hop into this e.l.f. Cookies and Dreams eyeshadow palette review. So here is what the e.l.f. Cookies and Cream eyeshadow palette looks like up close. This is an 8 shade palette, 4 shimmers and 4 mattes. I am going to be doing some swatches, but this palette does retail for around $9 on elfcosmetics.com. But anyways, like I said, I'm going to be going in with some swatches, and I'm just going to be doing some simple swatches. I just run my finger over the shade a couple times and then swatch it onto my arm. I feel like not that many of the shades actually stood out as much as they do in person on camera. That gold shimmer was definitely a lot more brighter. And this one was one of my favorites. These 2 light blue colors are so pretty, the shimmer and the matte. Those were my 2 favorite in the whole palette. And then we just have a basic tan shade. And then this one is kind of like a shimmer, but also a matte. I'm not sure if it's just a really powdery shimmer, but it is like really, really black. But anyways, we're going to be going into the first look. The first shade I'm going to be going in with is that really pretty blue matte shadow, and I'm going to be taking a small blending brush, and I'm going to start by blending that in my crease of my eye and all along the outer corner of my eye. And I'm not going to be putting any in the inner corner, just sticking to keeping it in the outer corner and all along the crease. And I am just going to be doing that same thing to my other eye. I'm just going to be going in back and forth in circular motions and really just building that shade up. You guys can see it starts out pretty pale, and then the more eyeshadow I apply, the more pigmented and bolder the shadow looks. I also do want to say you guys have to excuse my skin. I don't have any foundation on in this video, but my skin is so dry. But anyways, the next shade I'm going to be going in with is that really pretty blue shimmer, and I'm just going to be applying that all along the inner part of my eye and on my eyelid. Actually, this is just a really super simple eyeshadow look. It was literally 2 steps, and it's really simple, but it also looks really, really pretty. And here is what the final look looks like. I love it. And you can finish this look off just with some eyelashes or mascara. Next is look 2. So the first shade I am going to be going in with is that dark brown shadow, and I'm just going to be taking that on a defining brush, and I'm going to start by putting that on the outer corner of my eye, and I'm really just going to be packing that shade down to get the full pigmentation. And then I'm going to start gradually taking that shade and blending it over more into the center of my eyelid and a little bit along the crease. I am going to keep this shadow far away from my inner corner as possible. So I'm going to try to keep it all on the outer corner of my eye and a little bit maybe on the middle part of my eyelid. And then next, I'm just going to be doing that same thing to my other eye. I'm going to be kind of going in back and forth in circular motions and just putting that shadow the same way I put it on the other eye. And also, I did notice that there was a little bit of fallout for this darker shadow. Also, I did notice it was kind of harder to get it to like pack onto my eye. I'm not sure exactly why, but it was definitely taking a little bit more time to get that to like pack on and have a bolder pigmentation. But anyways, I'm going to be going in with a fluffy blending brush into that tan shade, and I'm going to start blending out this dark brown eyeshadow. I'm going to be going in back and forth and circular motions, and I'm just going to start blending that completely out. So I am noticing that darker brown shadow does not want to blend out at all. I'm really taking my time and trying to blend it out, and it's just not happening. So I am going to try to take some more of that dark brown and blend it into the lighter tan, and that really did not work either. So I honestly probably spent like 10 minutes or more trying to blend this out, and it was just not working. So something definitely to kind of be cautious about, that this brown does not want to blend, and I'm not exactly sure why, which is super disappointing because I had a really fun look I had in mind to do, and I feel like it's kind of getting ruined because the eyeshadow is not blending, so it's not going to look that good. But I'm going to continue, and you guys are definitely going to see that the eyeshadow did not blend, so don't make fun of me in the comments because I really tried to get it to blend and it was not. So now I'm just going to be taking a flat brush and going in with that white matte shadow, and I'm going to be applying that all in the inner corner part of my eye and dragging it into like the middle part of my eyelid, kind of giving like an ombre effect look for the eyeshadow. And we are just going to pretend that the brown eyeshadow is completely blended and there is not a defining line where the two meet, because there definitely is, and you can't really tell as much on camera as you could in person, but it was pretty bad. Now I'm just going to be taking that brown and tan shade and blending into the white so there's no defining line where the white is. And then here is the final look. Like I said, it is not that good. The brown shadow would not blend, and it's super disappointing. But anyways, I really like how this look turned out. It would have looked so good if it would have blended. Now it is look number 3. So now I'm just going to be taking that fluffy blending brush and I'm going to be going in with that light tan shade. I'm going to start by putting it all on the outer corner of my eye, and then I'm going to slowly start blending it along the crease of my eye. And I'm going to blend it into the inner corner just a little bit, and I'm just going to be going in back and forth in circular motions. And then I will do the same steps to the other eye. This is like a really pretty tan shade. It's perfect for like a natural look. So this look's gonna be pretty simple and natural. So now I'm just going to be taking a fluffy blending brush with no product on it and just blend everything out even further so there's no defining line where that tan shadow stops. Now I'll just be taking that light golden color, the shimmer shadow, and I'm just going to be taking that on a packing brush and I'm going to start packing that down on my eyelid. So I'm going to be keeping it more in the inner corner and middle of my eyelid. I'm going to kind of give the illusion of a half cut crease with just using the shimmer shadow. Now I am just going to be taking that brush I used for the tan and just blending in where the shimmer and the matte shadow like meets, so there's no defined line where that shimmer stops. And then here is the final look. It's just something super simple and basic that you could wear for an everyday makeup look. I'm really happy with how this turned out. I think it looks super pretty for just a quick makeup look. Now let's get ready for look number 4. So I'm just going to be starting off by taking that light tan shade again, and I'm just going to be blending that onto my eyelid pretty much the same way I did the previous look. But if you did not see that and you skipped to this look, I'm basically just going to be putting it all in the crease and outer corner of my eye, and I'm going to be blending it out in back and forth in circular motions. So next I am going to be taking that light blue shadow with a blending brush, and I'm going to just be blending that over the top of this light tan shade. I really wanted to do this look with the darker brown, but with my previous incident with that shade, I decided not to do that because that shadow was not blending for me today. But I thought that would look super pretty to be blended out with this light blue. So just taking a fluffy blending brush with no product, I'm going to blend everything out further. Now I am going to be taking this really pretty dark blue shimmer, and I'm just going to be applying that. I'm going to be putting it on the inner part of my eye. So basically I'm going to try to give the illusion of a half cut crease again, but with only using my shimmer eyeshadow. And you guys can see that's a very pigmented and pretty shimmer blue. So right away I'm noticing that this shimmer does not really want to blend out, so I'm going to be going in with that lighter blue and kind of mixing those two shimmers together to hopefully blend it out further. But I did notice that that darker blue shimmer was very powdery and did not want to blend out or anything, and it actually got worse when I wet the brush. You guys can see kind of right there, it's just not blending out and it's really patchy and not looking good at all. So I'm really not happy with how this look is turning out, and I'm definitely struggling. So I think I'm going to decide to go ahead and quit right here and wipe this off and try a different look. So I'm actually going to give you a bonus look, and here is look 5, not 6. So I'm going to be taking that really pretty light blue again with a fluffy blending brush, and I'm just going to be putting that on my whole eyelid. So my camera did kind of cut off, but I'm just going to be showing you what I did. And then after putting that on my eyelid, kind of like a smoky eye, I'm going to be taking that really pretty golden color and just popping it on my inner corners. So this is like a super simple look, super easy to do, and yet still really pretty. Alright guys, that is all I have for you in today's video. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more 4 looks using one eyeshadow palette, let me know down below in the comments. Like always, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.